technology screens. Today we're going to be doing the paint on for the taco screen, or taco screen paint. So taco, the legendary golden taco supreme, is a screen paint I joked about a while ago, way back, about basically making a screen paint after my cat. And well, it's not a joke anymore. It's right there. So we're going to paint it out and see how it turns out, which should do pretty well, because again, Taco's screen paint used to be a legendary gold, which we had a while back. We just never did anything with it. All right, let me get ready. So I have to get a few things ready before we proceed. I have to have some cool air in that basement. Keys here. I might take the camera. I'm going downstairs anyway. Kill two birds with one stone. Take this and shorten the legs on the camera, because that's going to be bumping in and everything down there. Make that's better. All right. Okay. Yeah, I forgot we got the customer screen to do. Let's grab that. Take that with us. So I wanted to get out today and spray the screen for the professional black, but air quality is not that good, and I can get around when the air quality is not good. Take those risks. All right. Well, we can open the door, get this thing on pretty good. No, anybody's wearing a screen. Decided to have a one consumed today. Alright, so we're going to do this surface right now. We have a wallpaper surface over there in the corner, but the wallpaper surface is not going to allow me to paint it and dry it right away and throw it up on display because it has to lay flat before it dries. So I'm going to do this one right here, coat that one in, display it over here, hit it with the projector, and then when it dries later on, so we can see what it looks like with the wallpaper screen, have that ready for display. This screen right here is going to be converted to a professional black. I was hoping to do it today, but the air quality outside is very bad. Like breathing through a hot towel, that's what it feels like out there right now. So not going to push it, and I got to wear a mask too on top of that. We'll have to wait for another time, but at least we'll have this one taken care of. We'll have that done. Now we're going to call these the collections because they're just the interesting artistic paints that we're going to be making. I got another one I'm going to be making to add to that collection. I want 4 of them in the collection. We have 4 of them. We have the unicorn, the gamer, and the taco. So we're going to be designing another one, and they're all going to be in one shopping cart. I'm not breaking these up. That's just too much work and too much on the website So that's how we're going to do it. So each one will come with something interesting in the box. We have something pretty cool with the unicorn, something like a gift with that. Gamers have keychains, gaming keychains. We haven't decided what to use for Taco. What Taco's gifts are going to be. That's going to be something fun. Now for us, this is something we're doing for fun, you know. At the end of the day, yes, we can make professional technology and we can have fun with the professional technology. You can give it cookie names and all kinds of stuff. I can make one called English Breadbasket, and I guarantee you, it'll lever every certified screen we throw against it. The 39s, the 38s, the new professional. If we name the professional, it's a name we can use and we don't get sued over. Can't call it Hello Kitty. We can call it a nighttime dancing projector. Doesn't make a difference what name we call it. It's the performance of the technology and what it's designed to do. So we can give the cookiest name on the face of the planet, but I guarantee you, bar none, when we're done tweaking that stuff, yeah, there's not going to be too many screens to go against it. Now I like this coating right here, but I do want to make it a little bit darker. I'm a big fan about contrast levels. Contrast is very important. So what's what we got right now? I got to go out back and I got to grab me a stand. That's what I need. Why are my stands never here? Oh, I forgot. I'm using the big stand on back. Now the professional black, you got to run some interesting tests on that stuff. So you have to make sure that technology is going to have some interesting requirements. Not saying interesting requirements, it's going to have some interesting features for it's designed to do. One of the features that we're designed to do is to be extreme weatherproof. This is what this surface is for. This is actually one of the coatings we're working on. So this is going to be a coating for a professional black. This is going to be sealed into a tank of water. So how long it takes for it to peel while it's submerged in the water. The best way to test a screen to see whether or not, if it can take harsh elements, is to submerge it in the water for a couple months. Yeah. So we have 3 versions of that we're working on. We're trying to see if we can make the screen darker and still maintain its white levels. So that screen does have the ability to become darker, that technology. I keep saying screen. That's because it comes with that surface. Now, keep in mind, the professional will come with a surface with it. We do strongly advise you use the surface. If you go outside the protocol and you decide to do something else, that's you. It'll be right there for you to read in big bold letters. I'm going to put it in huge bold letters. We usually got to do that sometimes. Some people experiment. Now, if you get a win out of it and it works perfectly, hey, hats off to you. But that's what we recommend, that surface that comes with it. So if you say, hey, look, I'm not getting the same transfer of ambient light rejection, I'm not getting the brightness, well, that's what the surface is for. All right, let's get this one done. Let me go back and get the table. What do we need? Wait, what are we using that for? Don't we have a table in here? Because I really don't want to go outside. Honestly, I don't. I got a table right here. What am I doing? Right here. Going out back and grabbing that for what? I forgot we had a table in here. I got stuff in this shop and don't even know what I got. All right, we got to cool down here a bit. That's good. Well, like I said, I started off joking about coming up with a screen paint for my cat, and later on I thought to myself, well, might as well. Usually if I talk about something, I have to design it. So Taco's got his own screen paint. Let's see how he turns out. Let me make sure we got everything we need here. For our projectors here. Nah, I want to see. We got a 1080p projector here at 5,000 lumens, and let's swap it out for 720p. So this projector we have right here, which is Chrissy, that's a 5,000 lumen 1080p projector. I don't like to start off with 1080p. I like to start off with the lowest. We got a 2000 lumen projector too. I found that one too upstairs in the attic. Forgot I even had that one. So let's get this one out of here. Swap this out for 720p. Because customers that are first time buying a setup, they always want to know what's a good projector. They don't want to spend a lot of money. This is why we always advise them that 720p's will work just as fine. But they don't spend all that extra money. Home theater can be very expensive. And you got people always screaming about quality, 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 quality. Yet they have no tests at all. No growth tests at all. So, where's the quality? Now, give you an idea. When you want to talk about max out light, this is my environment down here. Those overhead lights, those are the kind you find in offices or in the dentist's office or maybe in hospital and schools. These are high powered fluorescent lights. We don't even count the windows and doors because there's just no point. When I make the statement that my environments are far brighter, I'm not actually playing around here. We don't need to point to a bunch of lights in the environment. That light right there alone by itself generates a ton of freaking light. Yep. That's why you can see everything crystal clear in the environment. That's what we need it for. No dark corners. All right. Even better way to test your technology on an ultra short throw projector is to do it outside on a 140-inch screen. Might as well make it uncomfortable for it, right? All right, that's how we do it. All right. Now, I've had both of them. I bought the 55 and 56. I bought the 55 first, and then I found out that the 56 had 3600 lumens on it. Well, I'll buy that one too. I got that one too. Only problem I had with it was it had some issues, and that was just mine, not everybody else's. It had some issues with it, and it just wasn't working correctly for me, so I had to send it back. And I bought myself a D-Sonic and decided to do 235.1 instead. Now, when you do demonstrations, can't express it enough. When you do demonstrations with a meter, people literally, I don't understand this. It's like it just, whew. Do you watch our demonstrations? Literally, do you watch them? I've never seen people cut corners on so many levels, not even funny. The purpose of the meter is to measure how much light you have in the environment. The screen still has to maintain, that's my cat running, still has to maintain in that environment. It doesn't mean you show a screen and it's badly washed out and you go, oh, look, it's still maintaining because we're at maxed out. No, you still must maintain as if your screen was sitting in the dark from corner to corner. And that's the problem is what I see with a lot of these other products out here. It's the fact that it's a screen that's watchable. If they can see something on the screen, it doesn't have to be perfect. If they can see something, that's considered to be fantastic. To us, that is a fail, a huge fail. If you go to my website, you see a 150-inch screen displayed outside from corner to corner. It's just like a TV. That's how it has to function. So we expect more. So I had somebody saying, "Oh, you're too hard." No, it should be. People are paying for this. Why should it be? Why should it be too? At the end of the day, I expect for people to be just as hard on us. That's why our demonstrations are like that. We like to back our stuff up. So, no, that's a poor demonstration, extremely poor. Stuck to bright colors only. I told you that. First thing came out of my mouth, I said, anytime you see a gray screen trying to display a fully lit environment, they will stick to bright colors only because that's going to fade less. Every time. That's what you go through. Speeding Taco. Taco's up there racing around excited about his paint, like, ah, to the paint! Got you, Taco, we got you. You gotta hook the speakers up. Well, you need these things charged up, and you mean to tell me they're dead? This is how you know none of my environments are rehearsed, because you watch me put the environment together on camera. Okay, we need a charge cord. Hey, Taco, you excited? So yeah, I don't see it, man. I don't see it. That's why I said the industry, if that's what is acceptable in the industry, I feel sorry for y'all. I do. Because man, you might just go out and buy a knockoff. I had both of those projectors. And that's an extremely good machine. That's why I bought two of them. Very good machine. And having experience of having that projector, it shouldn't look that way. I own that projector. Both of them. And that projector, no way, should ever look that way. Never. So, different. No, it wouldn't be different. It'd still be the same thing. But I own both of them. Optima GT55 and 56. And that projector is never supposed to look like that. Never. So, I knew from the door that was already extremely washed out. Because I owned it. All right, let's get this painted in. To give these projectors a bad rap, they do. Projectors work perfectly fine. You give them a bad rap. Well, I've never gotten into the field of developing screen paint products, and I've seen half of the demonstrations today. I'll buy me a TV. Demonstration with the other fellow was comparing an ultra short though with a TV, and he had the projector in the dark. Oh, that's a massive fail. So basically, you're just telling people at the end of the day that can compare to a TV as long as you're sitting in the dark 24/7. That's pretty much what you just said. TVs don't sit in the dark 24/7. Turn your TV on, turn your lights on. The projection screen should react the exact same way as the TV. And you should have did a color pattern test, which you can see which one's going to pull the better color, the TV or the projector. Should have done a contrast demonstration, which was extremely important. Oh, heck, I'm not going to do a contrast demonstration. You can't do a contrast demonstration against a TV in a fully lit environment. Oh, no. That's going to be hard to do. Especially if you're doing an OLED black screen. All right, so let's get started on Taco, because I'm setting up. I got remote controls down here. Everything's down here. Okay, cool. All right, let's get this started. So this is my cat's screen paint. That's why he's running around upstairs, because he's excited. What did you design for me, Dad? Let's use something nice, Taco. Pour it out. So you want to see how insane down here. everything looks crazy. So this is the first stage of taco technology. Taco. Just put a little more on there for taco. More for taco. Oh, this is gonna be gorgeous. Taco, I'm gonna have to paint this upstairs. I need one of these. I know what this is gonna look like. I'm looking at it already. Oh man, that's nice. Got a nice color to it, got a nice roll to it. Yeah. I made this out of a wallpaper, it's gonna be nice. Okay, I like it. Good morning, good morning. That's my peoples chiming in. They're good mornings. When I get up, even my customers. I have customers. I'm good friends with a lot of my customers. And they're on my cell phone, and I contact them in the morning, say how they're doing. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. The closer ones are the ones that are on my Facebook page. You know, my family, friends, all that stuff. I know them. I've been to their houses, all that stuff. Yeah, good friends with a lot of my customers. All right. Make sure we got, looking on both sides. Let me check out both of these correctly. Where's the roll at? Read that fast. Enough on the spread. So this is going to be real nice. I don't want the container to get messed up because I love the freaking containers. There we go. And yes, you can spray this if you choose to. I don't want to mess up my container, man. The container's getting paint on it. I don't get paint on the container. That's the cool thing about when I make the labels. I put that tape over top of them so it doesn't stain the label. I can just easily wipe it off. That's another plus side of putting that tape on your labels, that you can just easily just wipe it off. Make sure you get everything nicely. Now, I know you got people out there that want to make jokes, all that other good stuff. We expect you to. I expect you to take this as a joke. But trust me, it's going to be no joke. I hate to say it, but there's going to be a few people canceling out when it comes to this. But we expect you to make jokes. I'm going to put it on nice and heavy. See how it's going to react to it on heavy too. So we do respect that. I expect that when we go to ABS forums with this technology, that they sit there and don't take it seriously. Please don't. Take it as a joke. Or a unicorn, take it as a joke and see what happens. Oh, I got a name for something pretty cool. I can make an insane, another, I don't know what color we would make that, like a super dark black, but it'd be a different shade. I can call it the onyx butterfly. You call any name you want at the end of the day, truthfully. They're like, what the freak is an iron butterfly? Or what the heck is a golden butterfly? Or what the heck is a freaking onyx butterfly? What is that? Well, like I said, we're blessed to be to have technology that most people dream about. It always comes from God. All right. I like to put them on heavy just in case, make sure that the customer applies it on heavy. It's not going to have any problems at all. This thing here is like, I'm about to say it's not happening. Okay. I don't think it was going to make top white darker. I may make it a little darker, I'm not sure. I can already tell you from the door that Network Gray 773 won't be to surpass that screen at all. And I've already explained before that if the Network Gray 773 doesn't surpass, then that means that the screen paints out there are not going to surpass the screen. So that's what we use as a way of measuring if your product works or not. It's Network Gray 773. We put that challenge out there. You do that challenge and you match that screen, it's not going to go well against a screen that can't even match Network Gray 773 because it's in the wrong category of it. So that's what we measured on. There we go. And it's what it is, people. It is what it is. Not hear someone saying, oh, but it's not the same. We're not going down that road. You already know the story behind it. So, yeah, leave it at that. And what we already seen from the one customer in the basement, yeah, that wasn't even Network Gray 773 at all, period. That was literally his basement that matched. Pretty upsetting. Literally his basement. Probably even bullseye. This one in the basement, probably a bullseye in there. The basement paint. Right, run to the fire stick, right? Run to the fire stick. Fire stick plugged in. Fire stick plugged in. Where is that's plugged in? Oh. Okay. That's a new one. Figure that one out later on. Because I could just shut it from the door. Run that cord all in. One again. Man, it was interesting outside when it was just cloudy and muggy. Now the sun's coming up, man. That's gonna make it even more unbearable. Oh, I ain't gotta be outside today, so. Whew. Jeffrey's having this moment. It'll pop on. Having this moment. Protected. All right, either the adapters are acting funny. Something's acting funny. There we go. Having an adapter issue. All right, there we go. I was like, no way in the world it's coming that green. That's definitely an adapter issue. Cat trumpet, tropical fish. Let me get stuff on the bucket. Get this dry a little faster. There we go. Get that right along with the screen.
After saving with customized car insurance and even neutral, customized. Marco's home. Feels like home.
All right. Got the projector set up. Screen dry. Screen is looking absolutely incredible. And look at all that ambient light. The screen's taking in a ton of ambient light. We got the overheads on right over top of the screen. This is why when I do demonstrations, we like to have the distance, number one. I do not like to use ultra short throws as my main projector. Again, it sits too close to the screen. It really does. It's an easy way of cheating in the demonstration because, again, the projector is sitting too close. The distance still isn't there. So if you're doing constant demonstrations on ultra short throws, when it comes time to do a distance throw, your screen's definitely going to have some issues. Now, as you see that high power light over top, that huge fluorescent light, as you notice, is sitting right in the line of my screen, as it should be. When I see people doing some form of ceiling lighting, again, we notice that the lighting is nowhere near the screen. The screen's probably sitting up under a lip. So that means it's sitting under a cliff. So that way, when the lighting comes down, it doesn't make any contact with the screen because the screen is sitting back. That's why. You have to be able to back your product. Now I'm going to do the wallpaper screen now so we can have that done and dry and ready for display. Waiting up there. It's way too hot up there. 4K demonstrations.
Getting that from YouTube.
Now, if you can maintain down here, no problem. Upstairs, cakewalk. Mind you, the lighting we have down here is far brighter than what we have upstairs. As you watch in my demonstrations, you will see my high-powered fluorescent light over top and the screen. I would see the table's raised up so we can get as high as the light as we possibly can. And again, I don't like doing ultra short demonstrations. I don't know why people use them in their demonstrations for a main test display. Yes, nice. But you're using that for testing? No, that's a bad idea. Again, that distance show is very important because if companies and businesses are going to be using it, most of the ones you're going to run into are going to be long throw projectors. And you cheat the distance throw. Now, to individuals who have tried to do the angle gain, let me explain to you how this works. The light must be in contact with the screen at all times as you are moving about the environment. Not that if you have to point up and show where the lights are at, that's not good. That's why we love when customers see that bright glare in that corner. Oh, I can't wait to put this on Instagram. I named the screen paint after my cat. So we're testing down here. That light must be in the direction of the screen at all times. Now, like I said, this is a 1% product. When we had the legendaries, they were 1%. We never got a chance to enhance them. So, what will I change about this? Probably deepen it a little bit more with a more darker contrast level. I may heighten it a little bit more on the white levels. Color and everything else is good. That's good. All right, I'm going to sit down and get away with the camera. I'm going to be doing that nonsense. Red screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
That's network grade 773. This is why I explained to you. Crystal clear is the individual I'm talking to right now. We don't mention him, but this is why I explained to you. We use the network grade 773 as a representative of your paint because you matched it. And if you match that, if any of y'all match that paint, this is what Taco would do to your screen if he lays up against it. Told you. And we didn't even get the lights out. It's a fully lit environment. Blue screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
Yeah, they're going to cancel out. They don't have an option. So, all those jokes you made about the paint, not good for you at all. All right. So we had an individual who basically felt the need to joke about the paint. You have to understand, I can call the paint anything I want. It's still going to have our technology embedded into it. I don't care if I call it running daffodil, springing rabbit, littlefoot dandelion. It doesn't make a difference what we call it. It's still going to be more advanced. So if your screen matched, you couldn't show a difference between the network gray and your product. Oh man, I sat there and kind of warned people from the door, but they never listen. Purple screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
Now, again, we got a 4000 720p projector we're using in the demonstration. I can't express this enough, the reason why gray screens don't pick up. Again, look at all the lighting we have in the environment. That's one strike against it. And you got a projector at 4000 lumens that's also hitting the screen, that's adding extra light to the screen. That's another strike against it. So that screen's going to have a very hard time picking up color and contrast. This is the reason why when you see screens such like so, they're in the dark. And when they try to do a fully lit maxed out demonstration, this is why they only stick to colors. They have no comparison screen. Have you ever seen a comparison screen? No, they don't do that. Because a comparison screen certified would beat the crap out of their screen. That's why. Now, for those of you who are thinking that what's not fair, you should have, we specialize in ambient light projection technology. If you're going to claim to be the same as us, you have to be to deal with these same environments that our screens play in. Slow color change out.
Getting up from YouTube.
We don't bring your screen over here to hold his hand. This is not that kind of environment. This environment is designed to be as harsh and as brutal as possible to our technology so it can perform well. This is the reason why Mr. Bird can go upstairs and walk around on his 127-inch cheap projectors and pull up these massive screen size and fully lit environments because they have to be down here going through this brutal testing, where screen paints we run across are not tested correctly. And yet they make all these false claims. Full and 100% contrast levels, fake ambient light projection demonstrations. It's pitiful. Starfield screensaver.
Getting up from YouTube.
Now, I love when people come up to my, but it pulls a higher white level. If that's the case, get a white screen. You have no idea what you're talking about. The first minute I hear somebody out of their mouth say, but it's a higher, it's a brighter level. No. White screens do that. You weren't around when gray screen paints first started coming out on YouTube, and they were all over the place, and you had the YouTube screen paint and all that stuff. If you were around in that era, you know what the true meaning of what that gray screen represents. The first minute when I hear somebody saying out of their mouth, well, it's about the white and no, it wasn't. It was never about that. Never. Because when that product came out, white screens were pretty much the dominant screen. It's the way before gunmetal ever launched. So how could you talk about that screen paint being better with white levels when it was going against a white screen to begin with? The whole purpose of the gray screen was to produce a better contrast in color than the white screen. That's what it's for. But now you have a gunmetal. What does gunmetals do? Gunmetals are darker, right? Darker means better contrast, better color, right? And on top of that, they have this reflective surface that allows them to generate white light. That's what obsoleted that product. But the only reason why that product stayed around because the gunmetals are extremely expensive. And you have to downgrade your projector to a light gray screen because people can't afford the gunmetal screens that cost $3,000 and $5,000. There you go. And now you have our technology, which is black. That pulls the highest contrast because the screen is black. It pulls the best color because the screen can generate white levels and color at the same time. It takes in more light because it's designed to absorb light with no problem. And that's why we test against gunmetals. This right here is nothing. It's just to show the naysayers at the end of the day their stuff doesn't work. The real test is the gunmetal screens. So that's why we're always in those forum sites over there chatting with people who have these expensive screens to show them that this technology is better than the one you're using right now and far cheaper. So that's the whole story behind gray screen paint products. So when I hear somebody coming out talking about the white levels, how bright it is, no. You're so far off, it's not even funny. They do make white screen paint products. Do you know that? Wouldn't that be considered to be the dominant when it comes to white levels? All right. What you pretty much have when you have a gray screen on your wall, you have an outdated screen. That's what you have. And if you do the research and you look at the other individuals who sell gray screen paint products on eBay, their prices are very, very reasonable. The individual who claims to be selling his for $150, no, that gray paint should never cost that much money. Never, ever. Only way he's going to get that kind of credibility for it, like you can show some really serious demonstrations. And one of the ones he's going to have to beat is that network gray. You can't beat that. You match the shelf paint. That is not good for you. We did the demonstration of the professional versus house paint, black house paint. No way that stuff is matching our stuff. Let's show you what tacos look like with the lights out. I want to do the color pattern first. Let's do the red first. Super red doesn't need better. Well, we know it's going to be even worse. I have no idea why that happens. For some reason, with the lights out, it does worse for the gray screens. Red screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
Yep. Blue screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
Mine, taco's still wet. Purple screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
A hard way to go for this screen. Mind you, 1%. Screen's not even done yet. Star-filled screensaver.
Getting that from YouTube.
If these white levels are that high, I wonder what would happen. It's gonna match that screen. And we're gonna make that screen a little bit darker. So two things I wanna change on the taco. I wanna make it a little bit darker, because that will make the colors pop a little higher. And we wanna heighten the white levels. Only two things I wanna tweak on it. 4K snow screensaver.
Getting that from YouTube.
Imagine a world where potty training is fun, fast, and easy.
Heightener is a beast. It is a beast.
To teach big kids to stay dry, so they're motivated to keep the music on. Thousands of places to go, but only hundreds to spend on a flight. Kayak Explore shows you everywhere you can fly. Tell us how much you want to spend.
Oh, we're done with this. Give us the freaking video. Oh, it does not look good. You know who else did this? The professional did that too. Professional's white levels are literally so high, it can blend into gray screens with no problem. Now, do we have a new heightener? Don't tell everybody everything. Half the time I'm working on the 4 elements, just see if we can actually advance them and make them better. Can we make the heightener produce higher white levels? Can we make screens darker? Can we produce better color? Oh, and by the way, if you saw what the taco looks like, it's gold. It's a dark, burnt gold. But mind you, if you're doing a dark burnt gold, your white level should come up brown. That's how it should come up. But we have an element that we could drop into it to clean all that up, so the screen produces a high white level. Skyworth food demonstration.
Getting that from YouTube.
I always butcher this for me. Skyworth food demonstration.
Getting that from YouTube.
There we go. Might have turned it. No. Panel low. It's kind of hot in here. Another reason why I explained to you why gray screens are not ambient light projection. They wash out. That's the whole purpose. What I was trying to explain to the other one. When you do a screen in a max out zone, you have to be to produce an image that's actually watchable, not faded, not washed out. And for them, how they see it is that the picture quality doesn't have to be great. If an image just pops up, it's considered to be passable. You're bringing that to me. Now, sorry we got to put that in there, but I got people that act like I'm their dad at the end of the day. You act like and you need my approval. You don't get my approval, and the reason why you don't get my approval is because I see the demonstrations that I see should be better. You're taking money from people at the end of the day. You're accepting, you're developing a product that you're offering to your customers. They deserve better. Not those poor excuse demonstrations that I keep seeing. We had a fellow who came in, called himself the king, and literally did this demonstration, which was completely sad. Washed out colors. It's supposed to look real. It's supposed to look like a person's looking at a TV. And you're supposed to show more than just bright colors. Where's the contrast? Where's the rest of the demonstration? It's supposed to look real. Not like the color, the greens are washed out, the blues are faded. No, it's supposed to look real. And at that, what makes it interesting is that whether he has the 56 or the 55, it's a 3,000 and one's a 3,600 lumens. You are literally sitting right up on top of the screen with an ultra short throw. So your distance throw isn't there. We got 4,000 lumens. 4,000 lumens is not 4,000 lumens in this environment. There's no way in the world this thing's going to start up at 4,000 lumens and end at 4,000 lumens in this environment. So we're about 15 feet back from the screen. And you're around probably a foot, probably less than that, at 3,000 or 3,600 lumens. So for your screen to be washed out that badly is unexcusable. I own both of those projectors. I know what they're designed to do. And there's no way in the world that projector should ever look that way. And here I am with a 2012 old outdated model, 720p, and we can produce a beautiful image while everybody sees the bright fluorescent light hitting the screen, and you don't see any washout, no discoloration. The minute we see somebody display on ultra short, though, we automatically open the door. They're cheating. That's like me taking my projector and sticking it all the way up on top of the screen. I come at y'all like that because at the end of the day, you are offering a service to your customers and you're cheating the daylights out of them by doing these fake, phony demonstrations. These are people that are buying for the first time, their first time experience in home theater, and you're cheating them out of that by giving them something that their projectors are designed to do way beyond that. Certified companies are the opposite. Insanely expensive screen, insanely expensive projector, ambient light controlled environment, calibrated projector, and a script. I don't know what's worse, the knockoff projectors or these fake products on the market. Either way, it's a nightmare. It wasn't like this when gray screen paints were. When they first came out, it wasn't like that. People did demonstrations, they did demonstrations. They did them correctly. They were fair, they were upfront, they were honest. All right, people. You know, probably say, well, he gets too emotional. Yeah, I get emotional. I love what I do for a living. When you love what you do for a living, you see somebody else not doing it correctly, yeah, it ticks you off, man. Especially when they take money from people. That's even worse. there, lean it back a little bit. So we test from the door. We need to see how the screen is going to react. My screen should be wrapping up. Still a little wet. Crap. I can use a sticker. So what I put up there, that's daylight snooze screen. It's $5,000 screen. That's the gunmetal. As you can see, our screen is neither gray or white or black. It is gold. Kind of a dark gold. When the screen came off, of course, the screen's wet. I keep forgetting it's wet. So where'd it go? All right. Our screen is still a little wet. At least I got an idea of what we're dealing with. All right, we are past our time here. We'll be back. I'll have to leave the fan on so the screen can dry. Because right now the certifiers aren't going to stick because the screen technically is still wet. So we'll be back on to do the certified demonstration. I'm going to leave the fan on. So I got an idea what Taco's product is going to look like. And then we'll bring it upstairs to normal lighting. So you can see what it looks like. Down here, everything is crazy harsh. We've got our certified screens already set up, ready to go. These are our certified screens. We're getting more, and then we can get a chance to see what the screen looks like. It's actually, yeah, it's like a kind of a gold. What is gold? It's like a dark gold. There's Taco's paint. Got his own screen paint. Well, like I said, when we showed off the labels and stuff, yeah, we expect for people to make jokes out of it. But, pretty sure I wonder what they're thinking right now. Like this. That's the professional. That's the screen we were just playing yesterday. I think it looks like a TV. There it is right there. If I named that the dancing butterfly, they'd have sat there and made jokes of that too. Never judge a book by its cover. You ever heard that one before? All right, people. Well, hey, Taco. Your paint did amazing downstairs. Come here, you fuzzy monster. Come here. Yes. Taco 2.0. Taco 2.0. Yes. All right, people. That being said, see you showing off. Stop it. That being said, hope you enjoyed the demonstration. Thank you for your time. Got to go, and God bless. Oh, I forgot to add, real quick. Sorry, Lord. I thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for blessing us with amazing technology. All right, now I got to go.